What's up, guys? This is D from CD's Games, back for my weekly stream. You see it on the screen here again. This is going to be the fourth and what should be the final part of my very first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1. Now, before I get into that, I have news. I have an announcement and some information that I want to share before I get into this. I'm going to try not to drag this out too long, but it's something that I want to address, and because it's important for essentially the future of the CD's Games Twitch account and the YouTube channel and just CD's Games as a whole. So anybody that doesn't know, that comes across this, besides just a Twitch account and a YouTube channel where we just play some games, CD's Games was a, as of right now, it still is for a minute, but CD's Games is a retro game shop and electronic repair shop in Monroe, Michigan. It was started by myself and a friend of mine a little over a year ago, and this Twitch account and the YouTube account just kind of coincided with that. Well, unfortunately, it's been a little over a year, and the shop has just not went as well as we would have liked, and as well as we would have hoped. So, the shop itself is being phased out. We've actually already had our official last day. In talking with Nick over the last couple of days, he's actually going to continue opening the shop just during the weekdays for a little while longer. He's got some other ideas of things that he wants to do and what his next venture is going to be, but until he gets that set up and going, he's going to just keep opening the doors of the physical location for a little while longer. I'm not exactly sure how long. That's pretty much all on him. But it is being phased out. Now, what that means for everything else, as far as the Facebook page, this Twitch account, the YouTube channel, well, I'm about to explain all that here right now. So the Facebook page, Nick is going to continue using that for the shop, so that anybody that still wants to get in contact with him over some of the things that are still at the shop, or make is the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, it's slipping my mind. Appointments, excuse me. Anybody who needs to make any kind of appointments to get any kind of electronic repair still done, then you can still contact him through the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is not going to go away just yet. But as far as this Twitch account and the YouTube channel, that's going to be changing. So within the next week, it's going to be rebranded. I've got the blessing, basically, from Nick to basically do with these couple things whatever I wish. So in the coming week, I'm going to be rebranding the Twitch account and the YouTube account to something completely different. Even though the shop itself is phasing out, I've had a lot of fun doing these streams every Tuesday night, and I got a lot of videos up on the YouTube channel. I think there's 140 something odd videos over there now, with the stream replays and the original series that I've been doing with different games and things like that. So I don't want all that to go away. So he basically said, you know what, take them and do what you like with them. So in the next week or so, I'm going to be rebranding them. They're going to be completely my own thing. And other than that, it's going to be staying pretty much status quo. I'm still going to be doing the streams every Tuesday night. And I'm still got multiple videos still coming up on the original series that I've been putting together over on the YouTube channel. So, one quick last thing, I want to thank everybody that has supported CD's Games over this last year, whether it being the physical store location or whether it be the online stuff, the Twitch and the YouTube and things. Words can't express how much that means to me and Nick, of your continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My only hope is that going forward, that once this does get rebranded, you guys will continue to support me and the Twitch account and the YouTube and just the gaming thing I'm still trying to do going forward. And as far as Nick goes, I still hope that you'll support him in whatever it is that he decides to do next. He's got a different Twitch. I don't know if he plans on using it and doing any kind of streams and stuff himself. But if he does, when I do my next stream, I'll be able to throw up a link or something to that or something, if that's something he's going to continue to do. But for anything that he might be continuing to do, then you can still contact him through the CDs Games Facebook page for the time being. And even after the rebrand, I'm going to leave that link up for a little while longer. And finally, I wanted to give one last thank you to Nick himself. I don't know if you're ever going to watch this, but if you do, this whole thing has been quite the journey, doing CDs Games with you. You've put a lot of time, effort, and a lot of your own money into making this what it was, and it's been fun. We've done some cool things together, and as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even be sitting here doing this tonight, doing streaming and continuing to look forward to do what I'm currently doing, if it weren't for you actually gifting me all the different equipment to actually do the streams and do something that I've really come to enjoy. So, Nick, my friend, thank you. Thank you very much. So with that being said, we're going to get back into this game. This is going to be the final game under the CDs Games banner before the rebrand. And just like I've done in the previous 3 streams, we've got a couple of these briefing files, and then we're going to get back into the game. Again, this is Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1. This is a Suave Beardson game challenge. And Suave's been streaming this in the mornings on Tuesdays. He finished this game up earlier this morning. There's no reason why I can't do the same. So I had a little bit of an issue on my second stream, and I was a little bit behind. I was able to make some of that time up in the third stream, so where he started in his fourth stream and where I'm going to start when I get into this is exactly the same place. So there's no reason why I can't finish this game up tonight myself. So we're going to go through these last 3 briefing files, and then over the course of the 4 streams, we would have seen all of the briefing files. So these last 3, we're going to start with the terrorist demand.
So what exactly are they demanding?
A person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate,
Right.
cell specimens which contain the individual's genomic information.
Cell specimens? Why would they want that?
The terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome, and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes.
Evidently.
And using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part. With gene therapy, we can remove those genes which we know may lead to sickness or disease, and at the same time splice in genes with beneficial effects, such as resistance to cancer, for example.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases, and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay. And so if you knew what
Imagine
genes were
having that in
responsible
modern
for
medicine
making a
today,
perfect
huh?
soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genomic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Okay. Right, exactly. Oh, well, it went and added some more. Well, since this is going to be my last stream, I want to try to finish these up here. I'm going to try to do this quickly.
One of the greatest soldiers ever?
The man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
Big Boss.
Big Boss.
That's right. We've been working feverishly to
Look at that
identify the
picture.
genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
60?
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryo chamber. His genomic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Priceless to the military, perhaps.
Right?
His body was burned severely, but it was possible to restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
You people are amazing. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting. The strongest soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't give them his body. It's potentially more dangerous than all the nuclear warheads on that island put together.
Imagine
I hear the
the
terrorists are calling
strength of
themselves
one
the
human body,
Sons of
huh?
Big Boss.
The sons of Big Boss.
Wow. Apparently very important, eh? Next Generation Special Force Unit.
Tell me about these next generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with. They were part of Big Boss's private guard. And after Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Video game players, huh?
Don't forget they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought using genetically modified soldiers was prohibited by international law.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Video game players, huh? You mean like moi? Oh, yeah, they're gonna just kind of keep sticking more of these in here, huh? The reason for unanimous approval?
How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests.
Oh,
They
yeah?
all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
But they all took part in the uprising?
No, several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Oh, really?
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We've been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
How's that working out for you? Okay. And Unit Foxhound. Should be the last one. There might be one more that adds up after this, but...
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of. An elite group combining firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter.
One of these other briefings already
Decoy
went over this.
Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Looks like a lovely bunch of folks. Too bad we'll be meeting under these circumstances.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound's squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes.
Yes.
And you're the only person who can stand against him.
Well, let me guess. You're gonna have an extra one of Liquid Snake, huh? Yup. Okay. This should be the last one then.
Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake. The man with the same codename as you.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms.
Okay.
You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate Western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued and became a member of Foxhound.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
Right.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't.
What's
I
that?
can see it in your eyes.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
Okay. Yep, sorry. That's it. That is finally all of the briefing files throughout the course of these 4 streams. So, yes, I wasn't told he was garbage. He was right. Yeah, that's the one thing that he's got. He was actually treated maybe a little better. But all right. So yeah, to see all the briefing files, you can see them spread out through all 4 streams now. But all right, time to get back into it, and we should be able to finish this up. Now, I took a shot on my phone of Suave's end screen with his code name and all of his stats and stuff. I'm looking to compare those to my own when this is all said and done, and it'll just be kind of a fun little thing, I think. So we'll see how it goes. So we're 6 hours in, and we've got the PAL key to put in, and then it's off to the races. Read mission log? Sure, real quick. This will probably be exact same as Suave's, probably. While heading to input the 3rd PAL code to stop the launch of the new type of nuclear warhead, Snake receives a call from Naomi, who has been arrested as a spy. Naomi confesses that she is the sister of Gray Fox, and she betrayed Snake as revenge, since Snake caused her brother to be what he is now. When the conversation got to the subject of whom Foxdie has been used against, the transmission cut off. Campbell orders for the furious Snake to head out to the control room. So yeah, exactly the same. No, it ain't about embarrassing. It's just I just wanted to compare how I did. That's all. Okay. Here we go. Back at it. This. That. Boom. And there we go. Here we go.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code activated.
No, why?
Ready for launch.
I deactivated it.
You did not.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express my gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally killed him during the interrogation.
Wasn't it?
In other words, we weren't able to launch the nuclear device, and we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
Yeah.
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell, you're too late.
Master Miller's
typical
body was
fashion.
just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least 3 days.
And you
I
couldn't
didn't
have
know because
discovered
my
him a
Kodak
half
link with
hour
Master
ago?
was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to...
Me, dear brother.
Liquid. How the...
You've served your purpose. You may die now.
I don't wanna. So what is it, Otacon we gotta talk to? I don't remember. That's what we're gonna do anyway.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Okay. Just cause I'm curious.
All you can do is wait for Dr. Amrock to open the door. Stay alive, Snake.
I'll do my best. There we go. Get all of those that I can.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Okay. Thanks, bud. Oh, there he went. I seen him. I did. You know what? Let me put the body armor on. I don't know if that'll actually help or not. I don't know if any of this actually matters. I see you. Yeah, I do. Alright. Guess it's time, huh? Here we go.
Liquid! Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? You'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite
Oh,
well,
right.
I
Just
must
climb all the
say.
way down Metal Gear and everything.
Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon.
Naturally.
He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program.
Probably pretty safe to
Oh
say
well,
it's
it doesn't
Ocelot.
matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
Yes, twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so
think
that
it's
you
Rush
would
Hour
be the
3 every
greatest
time
of
I
his
see or hear
children.
that.
The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born?
There it is.
But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love? It's hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge! You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands! You stole my chance for revenge! Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him! I will destroy him!
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you! Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes! Yeah!
Like kids in a sandbox. Like you.
Snake, your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother! Now I'll show you the power of the weapon that will lead us in the 21st century!
It's moving.
Right.
How do I stop it?
By shooting at it a lot. Okay. I couldn't even imagine what you'd actually be thinking in something like that. No, why that makes me think of Rush Hour 3 is when they get in the cab and he tells them to sing the national anthem and old George's like, "I know the world," and I just think, I don't know why, that reminds me of that thing, that terrible, that every time I see it or hear of it, all I can think or hear is George from Rush Hour 3, and I don't know why. Okay, with that being said, oh, shoot, that's not what I want. Oh, seen that coming. I don't like this camera angle. Oh, I somehow missed that, evidently. Ugh! Let me go this way. Oh, I thought I had my body armor on, and apparently that's not a thing. Ah! Well, that was just horrible. Alright, so there's part one.
Did that do it?
Wishful thinking. I mean, that's gotta be the difference in difficulty, right? I'm sure.
Nice try, Snake! Die!
I mean, we gotta be fair. I'm not playing on the same difficulty as you are.
The name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat.
So it is you.
Oh, that's right. I don't have Spider-Man saving me.
I'll send you back to hell!
Right.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
Not even close.
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong
Makes sense.
is that
I can see it.
exoskeleton of yours?
I can hear it,
Snake,
actually.
are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the code name Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now, in front of you, I can finally die.
No, I can't do
After
it.
Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle. Neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, it will finally end.
I tell you, that's one hell of a way to die, man. Hey.
Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Fire the stinger now!
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Oh, that was dumb. Oh, that didn't hit you? Oh, I called baloney. Oh, yeah. What? Okay. Oh, it was the wrong button. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Just trying to get to another ration over here. I thought there was one. I guess it ain't gonna matter, really. have any more either, do I? Don't think. Well, we're gonna have to use a continue here, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. I was too worried about trying to get another ration, and that was pretty stupid.
Snake! Snake!
Well, okay. Yeah, we can skip all this now. Oh, well, that was dumb. Oh, wow. Alright. Alright, so don't do that.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Yeah, I was trying to avoid getting stepped on, but that didn't really work either. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't like this camera angle right now either. Wow. Oh. I think I had this much problem with the first time doing stage 1. Alright, skip that.
Now, in front of you, I can finally die. After Zanzibar, I was taken from the battle.
It's no good.
Neither truly alive, nor truly dead. An undying shadow.
Well, I was trying to do something different, try to see if like I could just run through his legs fast enough, and it would take him time to like try to circle around, and that's just not working the way I wanted it to. So I got stepped on and crushed that time, so. Oh, damn it. Oh, come on now. Okay, there's the missiles. Oh, come on. Wow. Suck on that. There.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
You will do no such thing. I mean, yeah, it was better. Yeah, right? Yeah, it was okay. I was thinking I was gonna have even more trouble with that. I was expecting to have quite a few I was starting to already get irritated. It's like, dude, Liquid, kiss the entirety of my ass, bro. With this Metal Gear, get out of here. But just like I think all the other boss fights, it's really just finding, you know, that repetitive, the loop, and
Sleeping late as usual. A snake. Liquid.
And yeah, just figuring out the pattern.
Still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our
Time to get a
very
job.
existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch
You can
this
make car
weapon and
parts
get
for the
our
American working
$1
man.
billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is
I agree.
balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie! So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why
You
did
can
you
ask the
come
same
here?
thing of the boss, and just, you know.
I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
It'll be interesting to see the differences in the endings and stuff.
Les Enfants Terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called.
Not that one, man.
It
Sing the
started
American
in the
one.
1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model
Agreed.
was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the Super Baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed. To create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
Imagine how long this series could have
The
dragged
genome
on with 8 of
soldiers,
them.
They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome Soldiers?
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
Yeah, duh, get with the program, Snake.
1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
And that was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon.
Naturally.
First they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just a cover-up of the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the Genome Soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
They're acting like he's acting like it's a
Have
full-on
you ever
race.
heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends
whole
to favor
different,
asymmetry.
like-
Those species which have gone
a whole
extinct
different- yeah, a whole new
all show
species by
signs
itself.
of symmetry. The Genome Soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right.
We're the boss
We are all
species.
on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the Genome Soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And then I'm going to go beyond. In order to break the curse of my heritage. to do that, first, I will kill you.
Like, dude, if you're so mad and don't want this life, go work at a 7-Eleven.
Look behind you.
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No! We have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't
Like
even
how you
need a
already know
BDA.
that. Like, who are you
If you want
talking
the
to?
details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Like, how does he know this information before I do?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about
Oops,
Fox Die.
96 kept me waiting,
Now that there's
huh?
no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear,
Fruit Loops.
he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake.
That's some typical
I'll
stuff.
stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order
be
to delay
officially
the
in
strike,
command and yet
it'll
just a
confuse the
figurehead?
chain of command
How
and at
does that
least
work?
buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What?
Uh-oh.
What are you doing? What?
And here comes this guy, like the backhand.
What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake the Colonel.
Yeah, what?
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes,
Right.
He's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Like they give a damn.
The DARPA chief is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret.
You're an embarrassment from
Can't be
forever.
allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
I'd like to hit that guy in his stupid face.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
Okay.
You stole everything from me. Only your
fisticuffs
death
time.
can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you. How about you, Snake?
Hang on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, and that's also not what I meant to do. Oh, okay. All right. Get up. Thank you.
What's wrong, Snake?
What the hell? Thought there could be something to that, but... Why does it seem like my punches are not connecting? There we go.
It's going to blow!
Uh-oh.
Nice shot!
Again, nothing like somebody commenting and complimenting you while you're kicking their ass. You there. Flip you there. Oh, well, okay.
You're out of time!
There. There. Oh, okay. All right.
You're out of time!
Oh, come on.
You're out of time!
I am out of time, too. Look at this time limit. Oh, come on.
You're out of time!
There. No? Oh, what? Whatever, dude.
You're out of time!
Oh, that's crap. Oh, that's crap. Get out of here. I'll have to go back and look at that, but I'm pretty sure that his life total is gone.
How about you, Snake?
I'm pretty confident in that. Pretty sure that he had no life left at all. I'm very convinced of that.
Nice shot!
Oh, come on. Get out of here. Yeah, whatever, dude.
Out of time.
Yeah, I guess, but I swear, he had no health left. I'm certain of it. Unless he had to be at an edge and his health was gone and then he would fall off the edge like that. But I swear, he had no health left and he just kept back up, had health left. I feel like I beat him the first time. I think I got robbed.
Meryl.
Pretty sure I got robbed.
Meryl?
And here's where mine and Suave's endings
Snake?
differ.
Is that you? Snake! Oh, you're alive! Thank God.
Meryl. Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Aww.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
No, it's your cell phone. It's your pager.
Snake, it's me.
Otacon, good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Oh, boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out? Yeah. You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
The door in front?
No. It's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of security along your escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But...
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
Don't worry. I'm staying here. It's my own decision.
Otacon, this is a hardened shelter, but they're going to use a surface-piercing nuclear bomb. It won't hold.
I'm through regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know.
I gotta give Otacon a little credit
Snake?
here in this ending.
I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Potentially willing to straight up sacrifice
the hell
himself
out
to
of
get
here.
him out of there. I mean,
What about
that's
him?
yeah.
Where's Otacon?
Otacon? Did she say Otacon?
Fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Meryl.
Yes, darling.
It started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
Yeah, they just didn't tell the voice actress on the day of recording the voiceover that it was Otacon and not Otacon.
Good, Snake.
I look the same I have the whole time. Thanks, though. Right? Yeah, I haven't seen a puffer vest this entire playthrough, and now just all of a sudden, just pulls one out of nowhere. That, we're gonna need that. Yeah, because we have nothing left. Spend all this time getting all of this cool stuff. Can't have it now.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Way to go, rookie.
Damn, no keys. All right, keys. I got it, Snake. Jump in.
Yeah, let's go.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon sight. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Okay. See if we can't screw this up too bad.
Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear up. Okay, Snake.
Yeah,
let's
I'm
go.
working on it. You just drive the Jeep.
We're not out of the woods yet.
Here they come!
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path. You did it, Snake.
I did, didn't I? Proud.
Not yet, Snake! It's not over yet! Liquid!
Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Oh, come on. Aiming right at you. Saying, come on, man. How many bullets can you take to the face and really survive? I mean, I'm just curious. Dude, Liquid, you starting to take me off, dude.
Look, Snake, daylight. We're gonna crash.
He sucked down his throat. Right? Well, there we go. Whew.
Meryl. Are you okay?
Yeah, just a little shook up.
Meryl, can you move?
It's no good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Snake!
That right there, to me, is kind of a badass visual. I ain't gonna lie. Snake is all looking like some kind of monster. Dude, I think it's kind of badass.
Snake!
Finally, after all that, Fox Die actually takes over. Like, it couldn't have kicked in, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes ago. You know? Had to wait till this long.
If he's dead, that means...
Don't say it, Snake.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
There's your pager again.
Snake, can you hear me?
Colonel.
Are you okay?
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the President. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake.
Welcome.
Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake.
No, it's not. He's a liar.
I'm not a colonel.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expected you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you, me, and Mei Ling will be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet again.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I'll look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's
been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox died too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
This
Everybody
part gets
dies
me.
when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can
Like a
say
damn
to you.
politician. Don't even answer the damn question.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it
Meryl
governs a
seems to be
person's
doing
potential.
alright. She's only had a couple
strengths,
bullets put through her
potential
legs, but
destiny.
seems to be walking just fine, I guess.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important.
I think it's kind of
The
important.
important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live.
Must be nice. Snake's got to worry about when his heart's going to explode.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children. Living is a link to the future. That's how all life works. Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world. I finally realized it. The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Sure. Anytime, I guess.
Look, I found this.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission? Or the first time we met?
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Yeah, what?
Until today, I've lived only for myself. Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
Oh.
Maybe that's the real way to live.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
Will we find it?
We'll find it. I know we'll find it.
What are those?
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope. I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful. The sky, the sea, the caribou, and most of all, you.
I think
He's falling
I'm gonna
hard.
like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
It's a lot. And that's 1998. Imagine what that number would be now in 2023. Okay. So I'm going to mute that for now. Wait, unless... Oh, yeah. No, it's going to go through this first. And then there should be something else after that. So... Well, thanks, Suave. Excuse me. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Again, I've been watching Suave here play it for forever. But I've never played it myself, so I can see why this is one of your favorite series. That was a lot of fun to play. The story is awesome. I always knew the story was good, but get a little bit more of it myself. That was nice. I can say, though, that I do kind of feel like I could still just get the story out of it by watching somebody else playing it, so I don't necessarily need to play it myself, even though it was fun to play. But I can also say that at some point, I wouldn't mind returning to it and playing it again. So, there's that. I think not only was this fun to play, and just a overall cool experience. Look at that. That's kind of a cool visual. But not only was this fun to play, but the fact that you, Suave, I think you're the only one watching right now, but anybody else that's watching this too, the fact that we were kind of doing this together, but separate, if that makes any sense, with you doing it in the day, me doing it at night, me trying to just keep up with you, and still trying to, just kind of do this together, even though it was separate. I think that added just a little bit more for me. As far as doing this and playing this game, that added just that little bit of extra that made it fun for me. I can also say that even though I have a lot of other things that I got planned, this will most likely make me dive down this rabbit hole now. I'm sure at some point I'm going to end up playing a couple of the other ones. Now, again, I got the rebrand coming up. I've got several other games I want to get to. I got a whole long list of games I want to get to. I've got another original series on the YouTube channel that I want to start putting out very soon. That's with Skyrim. And I want to do some Oblivion streams to kind of coincide with that. So I've got all that going on at some point. And then I also want to do a whole different series myself. I want to do the Uncharted series from front to back, all 5 games. So there's a lot that I want to get to, but I have to say, most likely, Metal Gears, they added to the list. So I don't know when I'll get to them, but I might have to, play a couple of the other ones at some point. That might just have to happen now. So, I can say that even though I believe this game looks a little rough these days, I mean, hell, it was released, 96, 98? Box here says 98. So, released in 98. It goes back a ways. But it's a very in-depth game with an amazing story, completely, voiced cast. So the controls at times are a little clunky, but all that being said, even if it's visually not as pleasing with all the other stuff that I do enjoy about it and that I think it still has going for it to this day, I can look past the so-so graphics of the time. I think all the rest of it pretty much makes up for it. It was still a joy to play. So I enjoyed it. It was fun. And then doing this together, just kind of added to that. So, well, the music is fading out, so I think we've got something else here. Okay, I should be able to click this back on because I think there's an additional thing here. Let's click that back on quick.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life, and then live.
Oh, that's not as long as I was thinking it was going to be. Okay. Here's something we were curious about.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those 2 are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Dive should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the 3rd one, Solidus.
There it is.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Okay, so yeah, he straight up dropped Solidus' name and the fact that he is the president at the time, so little Easter egg there, and here we go. Here's what we got. So 7.5 hours. I did spend a little extra time yapping and stuff from time to time. 13 saves, 5 continues, found 18 times, 52 enemies killed, 37 rations, with the code name Puma. So I'll take that for my very first playthrough. I don't feel like that's really too bad. Again, this is on easy, so take that as it is. Yeah, and right, so that was the cool thing, and that's why I'm glad we did this. So anybody that comes across this at a later time, mostly you probably know. But if you don't know, there's two different endings. That was basically what I would consider the canon Meryl ending. You save the girl. Well, the other ending, you don't save Meryl, you leave with Otacon, and there's a couple little differences in there. The fact that Ocelot just dropped Solidus, the third clone, at the very end of that conversation is not in the other ending. So if you want to see the other ending and you come across this video, you can head over to Suave Beardson's channel and you can watch his playthrough, and he has the different ending. So that was the other cool thing, I think, about the fact that we were kind of doing this simultaneously, is the way he played through it and the way I played through it. He got one ending, I got the other ending, so we kind of got to see both. So that was kind of neat. And we were curious about and had heard about the whole Solidus name drop at the end, and so that just confirmed it. So that's kind of neat. And I find that interesting, being that that's really, I think, supposed to be the ending that you really strive to get. Normally, I think you would see the fact that Solidus's name gets dropped. So that's very interesting. So, yeah, 7.5 hours, 13 saves, 5 continues. So I had, 3 in this last stream alone, because I only had, I think, only 2 going into this. And that's another fair point. Yes, the stealth is obviously better to, go through it again, so that's fair. But 52 enemies killed, 37 rations. Codename, I am Puma Snake. So there we go. That is that's the end of my first playthrough of Metal Gear Solid, but I don't want to go just yet. How does that compare to your... Okay, well, we'll check that here real quick. Again, I took a picture of this here. And so, this, I don't know if you'll actually be able to see that or not, but that's from Suave's playthrough there. So he was on normal compared to my easy difficulty. He had 7 hours, 16 minutes, where mine was 7 hours, 28 minutes. He had only 4 saves, so completely crushed my saves as far as that goes, but I like to just be extra cautious, and I know you can just basically just continue, but I like to just save often. I had the 5 continues. He had 22. I was found 18 times. He was found 29. I had 52 enemies killed. He had 77. I had 37 rations used. He had 76. And his code name was Leopard, compared to mine, it being Puma. With your disc, the extra saves were necessary. Oh, yeah, that's true, too, because I was having the issue with my disc in my second episode of the playthrough, or my second stream, I could say, well, either one. So saving it just to make sure that I wasn't going to end up getting kind of gypped and have to do a lot of extra crap over again, I did save it an extra couple times. So that's fair. That's a fair statement. So, but our play time was pretty similar. Mine was a little bit longer. But other than that, I was pretty much able to keep up. So I'm happy about that. I can't be too upset about that. I guess I could probably cut the stream off here, but I don't really want to do that because I typically normally have like another 45 minutes. So I got an idea. Save completed mission data. Yup. There's another save. And that right there is what I was thinking. Doot, 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 doot. Still like that. Yeah, so I don't know. I might have to put disc 1 back in for that, aren't I? Nope, maybe not. Okay. And it looks like there's only 10 stages, I guess, and that's it. So we'll see how we do with some VR training. Again, I'll probably need to drag this on for very long, but I got a little extra time in my stream here, so I figured I might as well use it. I might not usually worry about this, but I only get the 1 day a week to stream, so I want to use it up. Head for the goal while avoiding the enemy soldiers. Training ends if you are seen, so obviously we don't want that. Okay. Okay, so there's that.
Impressive, Snake.
Yes, very impressive. There's more modes that you unlock once you complete these. More modes? More training modes? So if you just if you finish the first 10, there's other training modes. Is that am I getting that right? Use the radar effectively and head for the goal. Enemy soldiers cannot see behind them. Well, I would think not. Weapon mode after this. There might be more. I don't remember. Okay. Now, is this the same VR missions that you would get if you were actually to get the actual VR missions game? Because I know there was like a whole complete like VR missions like disc or something, right? No, that was 2. Safest path and head for the goal. Crawl when necessary to get through the narrow spaces. Okay. Oh, except I can't really see like this. 300 on that disc. I'm just less than 50. Okay, I got you. So yeah, the VR mission just completely expands on this a lot.
Impressive, Snake.
The VR missions game, that was a PS1 game too, correct? Did it have like the same graphic style and all that? I don't remember. So it's just a glorified tutorial. Yeah, I mean that's probably very possible. Find the best route and head for the goal. Some routes are less guarded than others, okay? Well, let's see. Okay. Sure.
Impressive, Snake.
Yeah, that was extremely impressive. The MGS integral release was this and VR combined. Okay, so if you got the integral, you got basically all of that then. Now, integral, that wasn't a PS release, was it? Was that, or was it? I don't remember ever seeing MGS integral. Okay. Making loud footsteps in colored areas of the floor, okay? Guard there. Oh, duh, what the hell am I thinking? These guys are all sleeping anyway. Like, I'm overthinking this. Like, oh, how am I gonna get past those other couple guards? Duh. Like, if I actually just think with my head for about 3.5 seconds...
Impressive, Snake.
Oh, I know. I'm just the best. That was 5. Avoiding surveillance cameras directly below each camera is a blind spot. Think we're aware of that. Thanks.
Impressive, Snake.
So we didn't even technically get integral. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess if all the rest of it is kind of basically just VR, I guess it doesn't really matter anyway, right? Field of vision, crouch to hide behind the low walls. Yeah, okay. There's that too.
Impressive, Snake.
Footprints. I'll follow them if discovered. Okay. Oh, yeah, I waited a second too long. I hesitated.
Whose footprints are these?
Impressive, Snake.
Can't hear me just run right up behind you there, dude? Okay. Knock on the walls and head for the goal. Enemy soldiers will be sensitive to sound. Use the sound to lure them. Okay. Whoops.
Huh? What was that noise?
That's nothing, sir. Yeah, this, not a whole lot to this, huh? Whoops.
What was that noise?
Am I gonna get there in time? Yeah, I will. Okay.
Impressive, Snake.
I think there's like 300 something on the VR disc, and apparently if you complete every VR mission, you unlock the Metal Gear Ray concept art. So, let me get this straight. So if you do 300 VR missions, you get a little concept art. I mean, I suppose. Now that I think about it, now I gotta remember that this is many years after all these games have been released. But if you were to actually get the Metal Gear Ray concept art before the second game even came out, because I suppose that would have been kind of neat. It took me a second. I'm like, wait a minute, like who really cares about that? And even see it again once. That's it. Once. I guess maybe that would have been kind of neat at the time, but you know, looking back at that now, like really concept art after 300 VR missions, like I feel like what would have been neat is if, let's just say, for instance, you would have beat all of those missions, and then if you had the save data on your same memory card or something as, you know, your actual Metal Gear Solid game, if you would have got some kind of other like cool bonus thing or something in Metal Gear Solid for beating all of the the VR missions or something, I think that would have been a cool little deal. Skills you've learned. Watch out for the searchlights.
Who's that?
Oh. I thought I could run up there, but apparently not. There was not a ledge there. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, so he goes over there. Gives me very little time to make it up there. There we go. Gotcha that time.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Impressive, Snake.
Alright. Exit. Okay, so time attack mode it gives me after that. Unlock a photo mode where you can take pictures of Mei Ling or Naomi, and what you are to them is determined by your main game rank. Okay. That little thing, I guess, huh? Okay, yeah, so now it gives me... yeah, I know, right? Oh, boy. Hit the gold mine. Alright, so some time attacks. Alright, we might try one or two of these, and then I think I might call it just a little bit early. I didn't really want to do that, but there's, I don't think, really any main reason to basically go through all of these, I guess. Time limit 20 seconds. Well, okay. Damn. Oh. So, to get first place, I gotta do that in 5 seconds? Five seconds. See, there goes my 5 seconds already. How in the hell... Still 15. Wow. Okay. Oh, I thought if you were to see me, then it would end. I mean, try it. I mean, hell. Yeah. Okay. But I think I got it though. Nope, not quite quick enough. Not exactly what I was trying to do there.
Who's that?
Oh, he turns around that way. I got it. Okay. I didn't feel like that's the way he turned around the other time, but that's fine, I guess. Okay, so there's the 5 seconds. Gotcha.
Excellent, Snake.
Okay. Alright. Let's maybe do one more. 25 seconds is the limit.
Who's that?
Okay. This might be... Yeah, actually. Could be. And flippage. And he's gonna walk that way. So go back around to there.
Impressive, Snake.
Okay, so second. So 7 seconds was the... Okay. Yeah, actually, that could be, where part of the idea came from, is, these time attacks. I feel like this is gonna be slow, so... actually. This, yeah, I feel like this is not exactly the way I... Oh, dang it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay.
Impressive, Snake.
Oh, by 0.6 sec. Come on, man. Come on. I could have had first. Alright. Just learning their patterns. Yeah, I mean, I think that might be... I mean, I know that there's some, like not generic, but, random patterns as far as some of the bosses, like Wolf and things like that, as far as the base game goes. But, yeah, as far as, like, you know, just the guards and whatnot, yeah, I think a lot of it is just patterns and just... But I think a lot of games are like that. I mean, I've read this, or I've seen this, documentary, some time ago about the original... Excuse me. About the original Pac-Man. And even in the arcades, people learn the patterns, could beat the game. The reason that Miss Pac-Man came to exist is because a couple guys figured out how to take the boards out of the arcade cabinets and modify them so that the ghost patterns were different. They would somewhat get randomized. That was the difference then between the original Pac-Man and the original Miss Pac-Man. So, you know, it came down to patterns. So, I suppose I've probably about dragged this on long enough. I think I'm going to be able to cut this off here. So, yeah, it's all, yeah, just some strategy and some patterns and timing, and yeah, that's what most of it just comes down to. And I think there's be a lot of games that would be like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end up cutting this one off here. It'll be a little early, but these VR missions are only so exciting. So that's gonna basically be it for this. So, anybody that stopped by in the chat, there was a couple, and again, Suave, thanks for joining me. And this was the Suave Beardson Game Challenge, and it was fun to do. And I got a challenge game for him at some point that he can get to, so that's gonna be fun. And also, again, just to reiterate what I was saying, he's already know what game we're talking about here, as far as my game challenge for him. But at least I got a fun game. Yeah, I know I kind of did you dirty with my choice. Stick around for that at some point to check out what his game challenge is. But again, just to reiterate real quick, I'm going to have an off week next week. There will be no stream that Tuesday night, because I'm going to be in the middle of a complete rebrand and re-overhaul of the Twitch account and the YouTube channel. I'll be back the following week, and I'm going to be doing some crossover stuff with a different channel. I'll explain that when I come back. And actually, the other channel is going to be the Grim Rider, and the way I've got something else planned, I've got something on there that I'm going to be releasing maybe by next Monday or so. Might be Tuesday or something on that channel. I'm not exactly sure yet. I've got a lot of things going on right now. But there's going to be something over on that channel as well. But if you don't see it there, and you're only watching the game channel stuff, then when I come back for my next stream here in 2 weeks, I'll start off by kind of explaining all of that stuff. So, anybody that's seen this or seen it over on the YouTube channel, greatly appreciate it. This was fun. I'm going to have to end up adding some of the other ones to my list, and I'll get to them someday. I don't know when. I'll get to them someday. But this, I have enjoyed this quite a bit. It definitely was fun. So, again, thanks for your support. And if you're already following, appreciate that. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, the live stream replay, then feel free to subscribe and leave your comments below if you've got anything you want to, talk about or mention or anything. When you get around to MGS2, maybe I'll play through that one again with you. Now, that would be cool. That would be cool because, again, doing this, with somebody else, playing the same game, I think that's kind of neat. There's something about that I find fun. I like that. But maybe even if it's not even a Metal Gear, maybe there's something else that, we can jump into and do something similar to this. That'd be neat. I enjoyed that. That brought an extra little element to this that was pretty fun. So that's it for me tonight. Again, stay tuned for a couple weeks from now, and we'll have a whole brand new setup. We'll have a new game to play. We'll have a new logo, a new name, a new look, and we'll have some fun. So, yes, Suave Beardson, thanks for challenging me to play this game. Stay suave, good brother. And for everybody else, I am D, signing off as the CD's Games channel for the final time. And we will see ya next time.